Hey, Tom here. So we get asked a lot about orchids and what you can do with them when they finish blooming. We get given orchids or we buy them for ourselves and they normally look like this. Lots and lots of flowers, very, very pretty, which we like. But there always comes a time when those flowers will eventually drop off and you'll end up with an orchid that has stems which are completely empty, no flowers, not as nice. So this video is basically going to give you some options, what you can do, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and it's going to follow next. There's an article on the website which actually goes into more details. There's photos and pictures. If you don't like necessarily videos, there's some more on the website. I'll put a link to it below. But yeah, any questions you have there in the meantime, just put in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Generally speaking, there's 4 things you can do afterwards. The first one is you can do nothing. Sometimes what will happen is the plant will naturally start producing new shoots, as you can see just at the very top. Oh, there it is. Yep. And there's a new bud there. But generally speaking, you're only going to get a couple of those, and usually the flowers are quite a lot smaller than what they were previously. So that's probably the option you may not want to do. The next option you have available is if you haven't got a very healthy orchid. So say you only had a couple of leaves here. There's about 6, 7 leaves here. That's a healthy orchid. We can do the next couple of steps. But if you didn't have a very healthy plant, say you only had about 3 leaves left, you might want to give it a break and not make it flower again. So give it a little rest and hopefully it will come back again and produce new leaves instead from the very centre here. They come out of there, the new leaves. But let's assume that you have a healthy plant and it looks like this one, lots of leaves and everything's good. So basically then there are 2 other options you have available. The first one is you can cut above a node. So if I zoom in here, you can see. On the stems, there's these little, basically they're nodes, and you're looking for one, and all you want to do is just cut, like that, just literally above that node. Very simple. Once you've cut, you then trigger new growth. That's the idea anyway, just from this bit here. So that's one option, and you'll keep, obviously, the bottom bit of the stem. The bottom bit of the stem stays in place, and you just cut there, and a new shoot will come out. A bit like what's happened over on this side, if you can see here. It's been cut previously and a new shoot has come out here which has grown up and produced flowers. So that's the first option. The second option is that you can actually just cut it right back. If say the stem was all wonky or you didn't like the look of it, you can actually just cut it right back to the base. So down here, if you can see the scissors, you can just literally cut there. It will stop producing new shoots and you'll get a new one coming out the very base here. Like you can see over here, this is a dead one previously. It just stops growing, goes brown, and that's it. And you'll get a new shoot coming out of the gap just here. So that's the other option. So yeah, those are really the 2 options if you want to encourage new flowering immediately. And if you don't have a healthy plant, then give it a rest. Don't make it bloom again, or you could end up losing the plant completely. So give it a little break. And those are the 3 options. Hope that's useful.